Alrighty, yogis. Welcome, welcome. So let's begin on our backs for our breath work. You can bring in any props to support or cover the body. Get yourself comfortable. Then allow the eyes to gently close, or option to soften the gaze to the tops of the cheeks if closing the eyes is not accessible for you. We'll take a deep cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose, audible exhale, sighing it out the mouth. Beautiful. Allowing the body to release and become heavy into the earth. And giving yourselves permission to arrive at your practice. Letting go of your day so far. Letting go of anything left after your practice this evening. Just allowing yourself to be in the present moment, to be in the now. Begin to mentally scan over the physical body from head to toe, reciting to yourselves all the points of contact that your body makes with the earth or maybe a prop. See how specific you can get when reciting these points to yourself, as this is helping us to practice our proprioception, our body awareness. And the more specific we get here, the more detailed we create the image of self in our mind's eye. Making sure to also check in with front body, as well as mental emotional body. So you can become aware of anything that you may have brought with you to your mat. You could practice releasing, detaching from, setting it off to the side so that you can focus on this moment, on your practice. As we begin to let go of any distractions in our room, or any distractions in our personal private worlds beyond this space. We'll instead turn the awareness inward, finding a focus on the breath. At first, allowing the breath to show up naturally, moving in and out of the nostrils. Observing your breath, noticing how it's showing up for you today. It's important to spend some time with the natural breath so you can build the rapport, build up that relationship. The more we get to know the breath in its natural state, the more we have the ability to pick up on the subtle shifts or changes that occur in the breath, letting us know how body is responding to any external stimuli. With your next inhale, begin to encourage the breath to deepen and lengthen. Sending the breath deep into the abdomen, allowing the belly to fill and expand, and on every exhale, actively drawing the navel in towards the spine, helping to press the air back out. Inhaling to fill the belly, and exhaling, navel draws in towards spine. Continue breathing into the belly, helping to reduce stress and anxiety, calming the nervous system, bringing that nervous system into rest and digest, letting go of the stress response, fight or flight. Anytime that your awareness wanders away from the breath, you get distracted by a thought or an idea, it's okay. Just see if in that moment that you recognize that you've been distracted, can you release your attachment to whatever distracted you and guide your awareness back to your breath, back to that belly breath. After your next exhale, allow the breath to return to its natural pace and rhythm. Checking back in, noticing if there's been any subtle shift or change, breath, body, or mind. It is perfectly okay if no changes are showing up for you at this moment. Just an opportunity to learn about self. Bringing the awareness back into the room and back into your physical bodies, inviting subtle movements, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Beginning to circle out the wrists and the ankles. And reaching the arms up overhead, finding a full body stretch from head to toe. You'll mindfully draw the knees in towards the chest and make your way over onto your favorite side, left or right, yogi's choice. Coming to a fetal position with the eyes closed. Pausing here to allow the body to fully awaken and reacclimate, I invite you to set an intention for your practice this evening. However that intention shows up for you, go with it. Maybe you want to repeat it to yourself a couple times, just encouraging this source of love and light to stick around and support you through your practice. When you feel ready, using the strength of the upper body, you'll press yourselves up, coming to meet in Sukhasana, easy seat. Welcome, yogis. I should say welcome back to Tuesdays. All right, everyone doing well? Excellent. All right, let's get moving. So sitting up nice and tall in Sukhasana, grounding through your sits bones, growing tall and lengthening through the crown of the head. Checking in with core, engaging core, checking in with shoulders, letting the shoulder blades soften down the back ribs. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, floating the arms back down alongside the body. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, float the arms back down. Beautiful. Keep the right hand grounded. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over to the right towards the windows. Continuing to ground through the left sits bone, left shoulder rolling back, chest stays open and lifted as you reach long through the fingertips. Inhale to come back through center, left hand grounds, right arm reaches up and over to the left. Staying with breath, breathing into the right sideways. Inhale to come back up through center. Both arms reach up overhead. On the exhale, cactusing the arms, opening the front body. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, cactus, drawing the elbows back and down. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, arms reach up. On the exhale, taking a twist to the right towards the windows. Left hand to right knee or thigh, right hand grounding behind the hips. Use that right hand to help you sit up just a bit taller. Option here to turn and look back over the right shoulder if it's part of your practice, if the body feels comfortable adding the twist up the neck. Now keeping the left hand to right knee, inhale, right arm reaches up, crossing it over to the opposite leg as we tuck the chin. Inhale, both arms reach up overhead. On your exhale, taking the twist to the left. Left hand pressing the mat away, lengthening through the crown of the head, breathing into the belly. Again, option to turn and look back over the left shoulder if it feels right for you in this moment. Keeping the left hand to right knee on your inhale, left arm reaches up, crossing it over opposite leg, tucking the chin. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. On the exhale, forward fold, bringing hands to the earth, walking the hands away from you. Chest becomes heavy. Deep cleansing breath here, inhaling through the nose, audible exhale out the mouth. Inhale to walk yourselves back up, switching the cross of the legs, bringing the opposite leg, foot, or ankle in front. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Deep cleansing breath in through the nose, sigh it out the mouth. Inhale to bring yourselves back up. And rolling out the shoulders. Inhale to lift the shoulders up and back. Exhale, release them. Inhale to lift the shoulders. Exhale, dropping the shoulders down. Few more with your breath. With your next inhale, switch the direction of the rotation. Circle out the shoulders the other direction. With your next inhale, shrug the shoulders up close to the ears, creating tension and tightness. Exhale, release. Shoulder blades melt down the back ribs. Inhale, tension, tightness, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Let's make our way to tabletop or all fours, either rolling over the knees or sweeping both feet off to one side. We'll come to hands and knees, stacking wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, feeling the fingertips, knuckles, and heels of the palms. Grip and hold the mat as we press the floor away. Upper arms, biceps, externally rotate. Biceps spin out, elbows draw in, helping to draw the shoulders away from the ears. And keep the elbows in alignment. Inhale, cow pose, dropping belly, lifting heart and tail. Exhale for cat, rounding the spine, pressing the mat away. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Take a few rounds, moving with the pace of your breath. Warming up the length of the spine, checking in with body. Notice if anything is showing up for you. Wrists, shoulders, knees, hips. And after your next exhale, I invite you to find some organic movement in tabletop. Beautiful. Wag the hips, maybe circle them out, child's pose, puppy pose, up dog, whatever your body needs. Become curious in your vessel. Beautiful. Beautiful. Begin to bring yourselves back to a neutral tabletop, no rush. Taking a big step back with the right foot. Inhale to lift that back heel to hip height. Foot stays flexed, hips are level, toes point towards the earth. Engaging the core, will extend the left arm out in front of us, palm in, thumb up. Looking down at the mat beneath the face, reach long through the fingers. Taking 3 crunches here on the exhale, elbow draws in to meet knee, spine rounds. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale to crunch, rounding the spine. Inhale, send it long. One more. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, replace the hand to the mat. Leg crosses over the midline. Toes step off to the left, gazing back over the left shoulder. Energetically pressing the hips to the right. With your next inhale, coming back through center, exhale, tabletop. Other side, big step back with the left foot. Inhale to lift that back heel to hip height. Active foot, toes pulling back. Engaging the core, extending the right arm out in front of you, palm in, thumb up. Left hand continues to grip the mat and press it away. Taking our 3 crunches here on the exhale, elbow draws into meet knee. Inhale, send it long. Exhale to crunch, rounding the spine. Inhale, reaching long, pressing through that left heel. One more, exhale to crunch. Inhale, send it long. Exhale, replace the hand, replace the knee. Child's pose, knees open wide, big toes touch. Oh yeah, we forgot our leg, didn't we? We'll take a child's pose. We'll come back and we'll get that leg. My bad. So just know that at any time during the practice, if you need to take a break or you need to just pass on something that I am offering, it doesn't suit your practice, your body in this moment, it's okay. Child's pose or any other comfortable resting pose, always available to you. With your next inhale, pressing back up through tabletop. Take a step back with that left foot. Inhale to lift the heel, cross it over the midline, toes off to the right. Looking back over that right shoulder, pressing hips to the left. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pressing the hips towards the back of the mat, tilting the pelvis, reaching the tailbone skyward. Finding some movement in your downward facing dog, pedaling the legs, walking it out, maybe wagging through the hips. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air, 3-legged dog. Bend into that knee, stacking the hips. So the hips open up towards the windows and that right knee lifts up towards the ceiling. Find some movement, circle out the hip, big circles with the knee, one direction, then the other. Inhale, send that leg long, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, right knee, right elbow. Beautiful. Inhale, send it back and up. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging the thigh into the chest. Exhale, send it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, right knee, left elbow, working the obliques. Inhale, back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing, walk it out, pedal the legs. Inhale, left leg lifts. Beautiful. Bend into the left knee. Open up that hip towards our blank wall. Reach the knee up towards the ceiling. Then find some movement by drawing circles with the knee, working through that left hip. Both directions. Hands pressing the mat away, arms and back long. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, back and up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose, hugging the thigh into the chest. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, crunch, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing. Beautiful. Take a deep cleansing breath here, inhaling through the nose, audible sigh, releasing out the mouth. Let it go. Beautiful. Look up towards the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet to the top of your mat. Forward fold, allowing the head and neck to hang. Maybe some gentle shakes or nods of the head, yes and no. to see what's going on in the neck, the upper back, the shoulders. Nice. We'll bring our hands to our hips. Inhale, stand up tall, all the way up. Exhale, release in the arms, Tadasana, mountain pose. I invite you to close the eyes here. Reconnect with self if you've wandered away. Or maybe just taking this moment to recognize what's occurring, what's taking place in your body. Maybe it's with your breath. Maybe it's a story you're telling yourselves. Just become aware. We'll gently blink the eyes to open. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. Inhale, half lift. You can bring hands to shins or thighs as you lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing tall, arms reach up overhead, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. Releasing into Tadasana, mountain pose. Round 2, half sun sal. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, standing tall, palms come to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up. Palms come to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands to heart. Tadasana, release the arms. One last round. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms sweep up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, Tadasana, releasing the arms, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, right leg steps back, grounding the right knee, low runner's lunge. Bringing in any props to support the body, making any subtle adjustments to find your form. Yes, blocks, powerful tools. Grounding through that front foot, that left foot pressing down into the earth. Let the leg do the brunt of the work here. Right hip reaching forward as the shoulders release down the back ribs. Shine the heart through. Inhale, half splits. Walk yourself back. Flexing through that left foot, toes reach up and back as that left hip reaches back behind you. Inhale to return to the top of the mat. Hands frame the foot as you release the pelvis and lift the heart. Staying with breath. One more time on the inhale, half split. Pelvis shifts back, front foot flexes. Option to fold over that extended leg if you're looking for more. Inhale to return to the top of the mat. We'll heel toe the left foot open as wide as our mat, bringing hands to the inside edge of that left foot, setting up into lizard pose. Left foot continues to ground. Biceps externally rotating, right hip reaching forward. Maybe you come down into a fold, coming to forearms on the earth or on some blocks. Maybe you stay up on hands. Nothing wrong with that. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep the neck nice and long as you breathe into your lizard. With your next inhale, coming back up to hands if you found that fold. Let's open out the left hip, left hand to knee, rolling onto the pinky toe edge of the foot, twisting towards the wall, lifting the heart, pressing the floor away through that right hand. Coming back through center, we'll heel toe the foot back in line with the shoulder. Tuck the back toes to lift that back knee. On our inhale, step to the top of your mat, half lift. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, arms sweep up, bringing palms to touch. Exhale, Anjali Mudra into the heart space. Tadasana, releasing the arms, mountain pose. Other side, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, left leg steps back, coming into low runner's lunge. Beautiful. Bringing in any supports. Help make this asana yours. Grounding energetically through that right foot, left hip reaching towards the top of the mat. Beautiful. With your next inhale, finding half split, start to walk yourself back, stacking the pelvis over that right knee, left knee, right foot flexes. Inhale, returning to the top of the mat, grounding through that right foot, release the pelvis, lift the heart, beautiful. Take it one more time. On your inhale, shift it back into half splits. Right hip reaching back. You can always keep a gentle bend in that right knee if there's a lot of sensation going on in the back of the leg, hamstrings, calf. Find your breath. Inhale, return to the top of the mat, grounding through that front foot. We'll heel toe the foot open as wide as your mat, setting up for lizard pose. Remember, lizard on side A might be a completely different creature than side B, and that is okay. Awareness of form, awareness of your foundation, that right foot grounding evenly, spine lengthening, shoulders moving away from the ears, finding your breath. With your next inhale, coming back up to hands if you found the fold. Let's open that right hip, hand to knee, rolling onto the pinky toe edge of the foot. Beautiful. Nice gentle twist in the spine. Lift the heart towards the windows. Left hand pressing the floor away. Beautiful. Coming back through center, heel toe the foot back in line with the shoulder. Hands frame that front foot. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the knee. On your inhale, stepping to the top of the mat, half lift, lengthen. Nice. Exhale, release, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, bring it into the heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, leading with the heart. Inhale, half lift, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, right leg steps back, high crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Shoulder blades down the back ribs, up on the back toes. Remember, keeping some distance width-wise between the feet can help bring you some balance, a nice base to work with. Core engaged, navel draws in, closing the abdominal jaw. Beautiful. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, stepping back into plank, top of a push-up. Yogis, option to ground the knees. Make a little modification to your plank if you're needing it right here. Pressing the mat away, shoulders away from ears, finding breath. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send those hips up and back. Movement or stillness, yogi's choice. Beautiful. Look up towards the hands, bend into the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet, top of the mat, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, head hangs. Inhale, stand tall, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. We'll meet in mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold hands to the mat. Left leg steps back. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Staying up on those back toes, arms reach up overhead. Beautiful. Just feeling the asana in your body. Let me know if any questions come up. Building up strength. Sometimes the story we tell ourselves is, I'm too weak for this. My legs are going to give out long before I can be here. See if you can keep it there for another breath. Sometimes we think we're not as good as our bodies actually are. Exhale, hands return to the mat. Inhale to step back into plank. Beautiful. Whatever version of plank suits you and your body's needs in this moment. Fingertips, knuckles, heels of the palms, pressing the floor away. Core engaged, navel draws in towards spine. Breathing, my friends. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. Deep cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out, letting it go. Release to the knees, tabletop, finding child's pose. Coming back if you've wandered away. Hands and wrists are feeling feels. You can roll them out here, open, close the hands. Maybe remind yourself of the intention you set at the start of practice. With your next inhale, pressing back up through tabletop, we'll tuck the toes, send those hips up and back, meeting in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Do the heels have to touch the earth in down dog? No. Do the legs have to be straight in down dog? No. So what's the focus? What's the main content here? Hands are the foundation. We start there. Gripping the mat, pressing the floor away, fingertips, knuckles, heels of the palms. Arms long, shoulder blades broadening, spine long, tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, hugging the thigh into the chest. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to nose, press the floor away. Inhale, send it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, step that foot through top of the mat. Spinning the back heel down, warrior one, arms reach up overhead. Front hip point still pointing up to the top of your mat, that short edge. Rounding into the feet, soften and release the tension in the face. Exhale, forward fold, arms sweep back, gazing over those front toes. Inhale, warrior one, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, warrior one. Beautiful. Taking humble warrior, interlacing fingers behind the back. Hug those shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. The intention to bring the shoulder to the inside edge of that front knee. More you hug the shoulder blades together, more space you bring to lift the arms away from the back. They're not lifting that much. It's okay. Maybe it's not right for you in this moment. With your next inhale, warrior one, releasing the bind, arms reach up overhead. Coming to five-pointed star on the long edge of the mat. Beautiful. Toes slightly out, heels slightly in. Exhale, goddess squat. You can bring hands to Anjali Mudra or cactus the arms, whatever works best for you. Grounding through the feet on the inhale, press and reach up. Exhale, goddess squat, lower back down, slight tuck of the tail. Inhale, reach up, stand up, take it one more time. Exhale, goddess squat. Release the hands to the knees or the thighs. Drop that right shoulder to the middle. Coming back through center, we'll drop the opposite shoulder to the center. And coming back to center, lifting the arms, goddess squat. Pressing all the way up, five-pointed star. Warrior two to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Make the feet adjustments. Beautiful. So chest is open towards our blank wall, shoulders melting down the back ribs. Feel the feet ground into the earth, the legs engage, holding you here in warrior. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Back hand drops, front hand reaches up towards the ceiling, keeping the bend in that front knee. Coming back through warrior two for extended side angle, either bringing front elbow to knee or hand to earth, back arm sweeps down, circling the chest back open. Open the chest towards that blank wall. All right, left hand comes to hip. Look down at that right foot, placing the hand off the pinky toe edge. Reach it as far as you can. Shifting into that right leg, let that left leg fly, half moon. Beautiful use of props, my friends. I see you. Now bend deeply into that right knee. Left foot finds the mat, warrior two. Straighten through that front leg, reverse triangle, reach it up and back. Coming back through center, full Trikonasana, reach to the top of your mat. Right hand drops, left hand reaches up towards the earth. Right hip tucking under, left hip opening up. Rolling back, yeah, top of the hip rolls back. Beautiful. Awareness of that left hand on your inhale. Lift up out of triangle. Reverse it one more time. Beautiful. Big cartwheel down. Hands frame the foot. We come up on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, stepping back into plank, vinyasa or downward facing dog. Nice work, yogis. Beautiful. Deep breath here, in through the nose, let it go. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Third one, we'll step it through. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Step or help that foot to the top of the mat. Warrior one, sealing the back foot, arms reach up overhead. Beautiful. Now that right hip is reaching forward, so we can bring the front hip points back to square to the top of the mat. Shoulder blades releasing down the back ribs, core engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms back, gaze over those front toes. Inhale, warrior one, arms reach back up. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, warrior one. Humble warrior, opposite thumb on top, hold hands with a stranger. Exhale, forward fold with the intention to bring the shoulder to the inside edge of that left knee. Use your breath. Grounding through the feet on your inhale, warrior one, releasing the bind, arms reach up overhead. Beautiful. We'll straighten through that front leg, find 5-pointed star, long edge of the mat, this time facing our windows. Beautiful. Exhale, goddess squat, bending into the knees. Inhale, 5-pointed star, reaching back up. Beautiful. Exhale, goddess squat, lower. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Beautiful. One more. Exhale, goddess squat. Stay with your breath. Notice if you start to tell yourself a story about what you're experiencing. I'm telling you, you've got this, yogis. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5-pointed star, opening to warrior 2, top of the mat to the left. Nice. Knee stacks over ankle, core engaged, shoulders draw down the back ribs, actively reaching towards opposite ends of the room. Lengthen through the crown of the head, and on your inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach it up and back, keeping the bend in that front knee. Beautiful. Coming back through center, extended side angle. Beautiful. Excellent. I verbally cue a lot, and you guys don't need a ton of it. It's just habit. All right, let's take our balance. Right hand comes to hip. Look down at that left foot, hand off the pinky toe edge. Yes, bring a block if you got one. Shifting into that left foot, lifting that right leg, letting it fly, half moon. Top hip rolls back to open. Top shoulder rolls back, opening the torso towards the windows. Now coming out, we'll bend into the left knee, right foot finds the mat, warrior 2. Beautiful. Straighten through that front leg, reverse triangle, send it up and back. We'll come back through center for full Trikonasana, legs straight, reaching the torso to the top of your mat. Left hand drops, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Open the chest, stack the shoulders. Find your breath. I'm here. I never want to startle you. On your inhale, right hand lifts you up at a triangle. Reverse it one more time. Reach it up and back. Nice. Big cartwheel down. Hands frame the foot at the top of the mat, coming up onto the ball of that back foot. Inhale, stepping back into plank, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Heck, you want child's pose? Take it. You want shavasana? It's there too. Wouldn't that be fun? To walk into a class and just be in shavasana the whole time. Deep breath in through the nose, audible sigh out the mouth. Release to the knees, tabletop, find your child's pose. Checking in with breath. Can you deepen and lengthen? Checking in with body. Notice any sensations or feelings coming up. Maybe it's just heat. You're sweating. You got some tingles, whatever it is. Also becoming aware of mental, emotional body. Just notice, become aware if you're telling yourself a story. Fact check it. Remember, majority of the time, we trash talk ourselves. We practice showing ourselves grace, giving ourselves permission to just be who we need to be in the moment. With your next inhale, pressing up through tabletop, making your way onto your belly. I spared you a chaturanga. You're welcome. All right, bring the hands to the mat alongside the low ribs. Tops of the feet are pressing down into the earth. Elbows and shoulders hugging back, squeezing towards one another. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the head and the chest. Shine the heart through up towards me. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting head and chest. Squeeze those elbows and shoulders. Exhale, release, come back down. Third and final, inhale, lifting head and chest. Option to hover the hands here. Use your back muscles. Stay with your breath. Exhale, release and come down. Release the arms all the way long alongside the body, palms face up. We'll take our 3 rounds of locust. Getting progressively more intense. You know my drill. Do you want to make all 3 rounds the most intense? Wonderful. If you want to keep all 3 rounds the most gentle you possibly can, I encourage it. With your next inhale, lift the head and chest, grounding through the backs of the hands, tops of the feet, shoulders roll back. Exhale, release it back down, shoulders round towards the mat. Beautiful. Round 2, inhale, lifting head and chest, roll the shoulders back. Maybe you hover the hands this time. Exhale, release, returning back down, shoulders release. One more. Inhale, lifting head and chest, maybe hovering the hands, maybe hovering the feet. Stay with the breath. The closer the feet come to touch, more intense. Legs wider, little bit more space. Exhale, release, bring it back down, let go of the shoulders. Bring the hands to the mat beneath the shoulders. Inhale, tabletop back into child's pose. Tailbone grounding towards the heels. Just lengthening, opening up that low back after some back bend work. Now finding an active child's pose here. Arms are long. Yogis, you can come up onto the fingers if that helps you to lift the wrists and the forearms. That's what we're looking toward. Inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, walk the hands over to the right. How far? Listen to your body. Left hip continues to ground down towards the heel. Left fingers reach nice and long. Feeling the left side body open up, breathe into that space. The ribs, the lung, the armpit. Give the body permission to open up. With your next inhale, walk the hands back through center. Exhale, taking them over to the left. This time the right hip grounds, right fingers reach long. Breathing awareness into the right side body. With your next inhale, walking the hands back through center, pressing up through tabletop. We'll tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts into the air. Exhale, step it through, top of the mat, warrior 1. Beautiful. The back heel is spun down. Beautiful. Arms reaching up, shoulders release. Now straighten through the right leg. We're going to take a pyramid. For some bodies, they like to bring the feet closer towards one another. So the left foot can step up a little bit. This can help you square your pelvis to the short edge, the top of your mat. On your exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Right hip pulls back, left hip shining forward. Maybe hands come to the mat, a pair of blocks. Maybe you bring hands to hips. Beautiful. Now we're going to walk ourselves to the long edge of the mat, wide leg forward fold. Yes, adjust your feet. Do the thing. Right hand grounds beneath the face. Inhale, left arm opens, spinal twist. Crown of the head reaching towards the wall, sits bones reaching towards the windows. Nice. The intention to stack the shoulders. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but your range of motion has definitely increased. Exhale, release, forward fold, head hangs. Beautiful. Ground the left hand beneath the face. On the inhale, right arm opens. Same twist, different side. Maybe the shoulders don't stack this go around. Maybe they do. Find some length from head to tail. Exhale, release, forward fold, head hangs. Beautiful. Hands to hips. Inhale, stand tall. Beautiful. And then come to the short edge of your mat, back of your mat, facing the wall. So we're going to feel very backwards right now. Beautiful. You got this. You don't need to see me. You know exactly what you're doing. All right, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Yeah, watch the wall. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back into plank, vinyasa, or down dog. These mighty, mighty yogis. All right, here we go. On the inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, foot to the top of the mat, warrior one, spinning that back heel down, reaching the arms up overhead. Front hip points, shining up towards that short edge, the top of your mat. Beautiful. Straighten through the left leg. If you want to pop the right foot up a little closer, feel free to shorten that stance for pyramid. On your exhale, forward fold over that left leg. Right hip pulls forward, left hip reaching back, finding breath. And we'll make it back to the long edge of our mat. Wide leg forward fold, walking the hands, pivot the feet, release the head and neck. Feet are parallel. Bring the hands to hips. Inhale, stand tall, pressing all the way up. Heel toe the feet back underneath you. We'll meet at the top of our mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, walking the hands over to the right, pressing hips to the left. Mindfully drawing the left hip back, working to square the pelvis to the top of your mat. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left, hips pressing to the right. Right hip draws back. Inhale, come back through center. Heel toe the feet open, wider than hip distance, toes slightly out, heels slightly in. On your exhale, Malasana, yogi squat. Bend into the knees, lowering the hips, lifting the heart. Hands come to Anjali Mudra. Nice work. Appreciate the variation, my friends. Finding breath. Maybe heart lifts just a bit more. Right hand grounds. Inhale to open the left arm. Coming back through center. Left hand grounds. Inhale to open the right arm. Coming back through center. Hands to the mat. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Lift the hips, drop the head. Heel toe the feet back underneath you. Taking a ragdoll. Grabbing a hold of opposite elbows, bending into the knee, finding some gentle, intuitive movement here. Coming back to center, inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, stepping back into downward facing dog. Connecting with breath, deep inhale through the nose, audible sigh, releasing out the mouth. We'll release to the knees, tabletop. Shift into the left hand. Inhale, right arm opens. Exhale, bring it in for the hug. Right hand reaching to left shoulder. Inhale to open the chest. The intention to stack the shoulders. Exhale, hug it out. One more. Inhale to open. On the exhale, either hug or thread your needle, lowering onto that right shoulder. Breathing into the twist. Just recognizing, noticing where this shows up in your body. Left hand to the mat beneath the shoulder. On the inhale, coming up, open the chest one more time. Exhale, tabletop, taking it the other direction. Inhale, left arm opens. Exhale to hug. Inhale, opening the chest. And exhale to open the back body. Third one, inhale to open, option to thread your needle or stay with the hug. Breath continues to move through the body. Remember, when we hold the breath, tension occurs in the muscles. Things start to tighten up, squeeze, and shorten as a result of stress response. Fight or flight. You have some action you have to do. So if we can continue to keep the breath moving deeply in the body, muscles won't seize, connective tissue won't shorten as much. Right hand grounds beneath the shoulder. On the inhale, lifting off that left shoulder. Exhale, replacing the hand to the mat. Making our way to our seats, we'll meet seated straddle. So legs open out wide. You can always come to the long edge of your mat if the heels would like some additional cushion. How's everyone doing? We're done being up, that's for sure. We're down. We're not in Shavasana yet, but we're down. All right. So we're going to turn to frame the right thigh. Active feet, sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back, and on your exhale, forward fold. Breathe into your fold. Letting your fold be exactly what it needs to be in this moment. We'll plant the palms. Inhale, walk yourselves back up, coming through center. Right hand and arm inside of right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over. Lateral stretch. Awareness of breath. Awareness of how these two stretches, as similar as they look, show up differently in your body. Inhale to come back through center. Turn to frame the left thigh. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, shoulders roll back. Exhale, forward fold, reaching the heart through towards the toes. We'll plant the palms. Inhale, walk ourselves back up, coming back through center. Left hand and arm inside left leg. Inhale, right arm up and over. Opening the chest, lifting the sternum, reaching long through the fingers. Inhale to come back through center. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Once you find your fold, bring the hands or the arms to the earth. Shoulders roll back. Heart pulls through. Nice. We'll plant the palms. Inhale to walk ourselves back up. Coming into bound angle, Sukhasana, or not Sukhasana, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come to touch, knees open out wide. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll start to barrel roll through the chest. You can pick which direction you want to start with. And taking your circles the other direction. And making your way back to neutral. We'll bring the hands to the outer edges of the knees, help close up the knees, sending the legs long out in front of us. Staff pose, Dandasana. Right foot comes to the mat. Holding on to that right knee, we'll inhale to reach the right arm up. Twist to the right towards the windows, placing that hand to the mat behind the hips. Press the floor away, sit up even taller. If you are working on the bind here, on the inhale, left arm reaches towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend into that elbow. See if you can hook the outer edge of the knee. With your next exhale, releasing through center, finding a counter twist to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hip opens. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold over the extended leg. Foot flexed and active, mindful of the pinky toe edge of the foot also participating here. Hands to the mat. Inhale, walk yourselves back up. Help to close up that right hip. Send that leg long. Shake and wiggle it out. Other side, left foot to the mat. Hold on to that left knee. Inhale, arm reaches up, twisting to the left, hand to the mat behind the hips. Lengthen and grow tall through the crown of the head as those right toes reach up and back. Beautiful. Option here to work towards that bind. On your inhale, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbow catches the knee. Not in your practice? No worries. Exhale to release through center. Counter twist to the right. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, left hip opens. Hands frame the right thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, heart to toes. Sending your breath into the sensations. Staying present with your practice, with your body. Plant the palms. Inhale, walk yourselves back up. Help close up that hip, send the leg long, shake it out, and make your way onto your back, fully reclining. Taking a full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead once you get there. And then inhale to hug the knees in towards the chest, maybe giving that low back a gentle rock side to side. And coming back through center, we'll open the arms out wide to a T, palms facing up. On your next exhale, releasing the knees over to the right, reclining spinal twist. Option to send the gaze back over the left shoulder if that's something that your practice and body are happy with right now. If you have a different variation of a reclining twist that you want to take, feel free. We're bringing the gaze back to neutral. Inhale to draw the knees back in towards the chest. Exhale, lower the knees over to the left. Option to turn and look back over the right shoulder. And mindfully bringing the gaze back to neutral. Inhale to draw the knees in towards the chest. Active wind releasing pose. Hugging the knees in, tucking the chin, lifting the shoulders. How small can you make yourselves here? On your next exhale, release and lengthen, taking up some space on your mat, making your way into your Shavasana. Bringing in any props to support or cover the body. And once you find your Shavasana shape, allowing the eyes to gently close if they haven't already. Taking a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, audible sigh, releasing out the mouth. Allow the body to release and become heavy into the earth. Deep inhale through the nose, audible sigh, letting it go. Shavasana. gently begin to bring your awareness back into the room, back into your physical body, allowing the breath to naturally deepen as you invite subtle movements, wiggling fingers and toes, circling through wrists and ankles, reaching the arms up overhead, finding a full body stretch from head to toe. And drawing the knees in towards the chest, making your way over onto your right hand side, fetal position, eyes closed. As you pause here to allow the body to fully awaken and reacclimate, I invite you to bring to your awareness the intention you set at the start of practice. Either continuing to hold on to this source of love and light or letting it go if it no longer serves you. Using the strength of the upper body, you'll press yourselves up, coming to meet in Sukhasana, easy seat, eyes closed, palms to touch at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of the head, will release the chin ever so slightly in towards the chest as a sign of gratitude and place smiles upon our faces. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. It's been a huge honor and a great pleasure for me to guide you on your yoga path. I thank each and every one of you for showing up for yourselves and sharing your energy with the group tonight. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day, and until I see you next time, yogis, make good choices. Thank you so much. Thank you all. That's okay. I don't take it personally.